All right, good morning, everybody. We're actually starting on time. I'm a little surprised. This has happened abruptly. Welcome to the 5th Annual Charter Workplace Summit. Thank you all, and a lot of you have been with us for all 5, I know. It's been a big year since the last Workplace Summit. It's been a big year for Charter and our team. And it's been a big year for a lot of the issues that we cover and that you all are dealing with, that we are researching and reporting. And this includes things like AI in work, hybrid and remote work, inclusion. I think the context for just about every one of those things has changed fundamentally since we were up here a year ago. So I'm Kevin Delaney. I'm a Charter co-founder with Erin Grau and Jay Loffer, who you probably run into already. I'm the editor-in-chief. And we've been planning this program for you for much of the last year. As some of you know, Erin or I or Jacob or Michelle or someone has run into you at an event and said, we need to include you in our program. And so we've crafted this program for you today with people who we've known before and some of whom we've met over the last year who we've said, these people are insightful and we need to bring them into the community. And thankfully, despite that nor'easter storm, everyone has been able to convene here today. And so we're really excited for the program ahead. We're going to dive in really quickly. I'm going to start by inviting up 2 people who we absolutely wanted to be here and have been following and engaging with for a bunch of years now. And I want you to welcome the co-chairs of the summit, Jolen Anderson and Katie Burke. So please come up. Thank you so much for doing this.
Great.
So Jolen and Katie, I think, are probably known to a lot of you. Jolen is the Chief People Officer and Chief People and Community Officer at BetterUp, and she's had a career at Visa and Bank of New York Mellon, and as Chief People Officer, and has been hosting events actually through BetterUp and really engaging with this community as well. And then Katie Burke is the Chief People Officer at Harvey, which is an AI company for the legal industry. And we have been working with Katie since you were at HubSpot and actually on the sort of the vanguard of a lot of the hybrid work and during the pandemic, actually a lot of sort of figuring out those things and doing important work that a lot of other people learn from. So thank you both for co-chairing with us and working with us on shaping the agenda and convening folks. And they'll be up here on stage moderating some of the sessions today as well. So maybe, Jolen, I'll start with you. Like, what's top of mind for you as we head into this program?
Well, I'm just really excited to be here today. Every time I see the Charter team, I congratulate them on the work that they do. And I often say I'm a first-time caller, but long-time listener, because I really do fangirl over the things that you guys put together. So congratulations on what I think is going to be a really exciting event. And equally, Katie and I are sort of solar systems have been circling each other for some time, but it's nice that you've brought us together. So
I guess this is the first time you've met in person.
In person.
But long-time admirer.
Exactly. So first things I'm excited about is just the convening, right? There's a lot happening in our space, in our world. So having a chance to connect with one another, build community, even our online attendees engaging in the chat, I think is so important just to have a space to connect and to talk, because there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, great point.
And then I just think there's so much we are unpacking as influencers in our space. The reimagination of work, the experiences of our team, the external influences that continue to impact our organizations, this AI thing that's like a tsunami towards us, and really how we as a community, as practitioners, I think just continue to turn the dial on being responsive to more leading versus lagging indicators.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we have an opportunity to just impact and address. And I want us to collectively be working towards solutions that are going to make.
Step into that,
absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah.
Katie, what about you? What's top of mind as we head into the day?
I echo Jolen on the convening side of things. So I'm looking for two things today. One is good news. I think the headlines are dominated by a lot of bad news.
Yeah.
And every time we get together with the charter crew, one of the things that's really heartening to me is you start to hear good things. And they don't have to be big good things, but just hearing a little bit of good news in a world with a lot of tough news, I think is helpful. And then the second thing is, I think, as Jolen mentioned, since the pandemic, we've all been missing certain times. I think I'm so sick of writing in these uncertain times. I think at this point, AI is going to create a bot that blocks me from saying it because I've said it so many times. People are getting sick of it. And so I think as we seek out certainty in very uncertain waters, I think one of the things that you look for is a little bit of real talk from people who are doing it. So in other words, I'm not super interested in people who have this perfectly manufactured, we figured out everything, it's amazing, it's perfect. I'm much more interested in people who are like, here's the mess that we made, here's what we figured out, here's what we learned from it, and here's one application of AI that's really working for us. And so I think the charter team always does a good job of matching that good news and aspirational talk with some real talk as well.
Okay, real talk. That's what we're looking for from everyone today. Jolen, in terms of the sessions on the agenda, are there any that you're particularly focused on?
Yeah. I mean, I love this idea of the rise of the chief work officer. I think that's a conversation that's real time. We're all unpacking. It's just, where does work sit? How do we as HR leaders step into this technology space and really make sure that we are reimagining what is important? I think you have a session on there called Innovation in Terms of Mischief. I mean, anything with mischief on it. you had me at that word.
Yeah.
Like, sign me up for that. So that seems really intriguing. We're excited about that. And this afternoon, I'm also leading a panel with two CHROs who I think are doing exactly that. It's about leading through times of change and this transformational moment. Like if I talk to any CHRO, all the events that I do at BetterUp, the individuals in our community, everyone is leading a transformation. There's not a single person who's not in a change moment. And I'm having a conversation with Laura, who's at Hilton, and Betty, who's at Merck, and they're leading big organizations through times of change, and I think unpacking that is going to be really interesting.
And the lessons from previous changes that they've been through as well.
I'm excited about that.
Great. Katie.
I'm selfishly very excited for your panel. I'm also excited about the Harvard Business research around junior employees. I think that's super top of mind for everyone in this room and for everyone who cares about the next generation.
And that's Joe Fuller from Harvard who's coming later.
Yes, very excited about his talk. And then selfishly, this afternoon, we're doing a discussion around performance and culture, and I get to be joined by my former teammate, Sam Simmons, who's the Chief People Officer at LPGA. I just got to give her a big hug in person for the first time in a little bit. And then Anna Binder, who's from Asana and had a long tenure there. So we're really excited to talk about what that means, what that looks like. And then there's a great panel on personal brand for execs in this modern age that I'm really excited to learn from that crew too.
Great. Okay, so you'll be back up, and then we're gonna come back at the end of the day and sort of give our takeaways before we wrap things up. So thank you, Jolen, and thank you, Katie, and we'll see you back up here shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.